Can you play with me? Good enough. But I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. There's no way, had you told me, 6 years ago, hey, you're going to be a single parent and you're going to have like 2 kids and another kid who comes on the weekends and you'll be a teacher, and I would have said, and what are you smoking? It's probably illegal. You need to get rid of it. My first year teaching out of school, I was out to save the world. We had seen, some things that were concerning, and, we'd made a call, and Eric went, I guess several different places before he finally settled on one home that he stayed in for a good 6 months. I've been checking the Heart Gallery for him forever. And he shows up on the website, and it was 2 a.m, and I said, I've got to go to bed. I'm hallucinating. I'm not seeing this same person. And they said, yeah, this is your one that you know. Jacob came in September of 2010. And they said, well, can you keep him for a night? And that's how they get you. Can you keep him for the night? And I did, and several other nights. He was one of those success stories in the sense that, that's how foster care really should work. He came into my home. A year later, termination of parental rights happened, and he was adopted straight into the family. And so he really never knew any other foster home than mine. I knew what it was going to be like to be a foster parent because everybody talked about it, and I knew that this was, the calling that I was supposed to be at. And then life happens. I always kind of view it as a marathon. Everybody's there at the start of the race. Everybody's there when you're geared up and you're ready to go and you're ready to, you run the race. And you're ready, and the first mile or two, you're like, this is great. I'm a foster parent. And then mile marker 9 and 10 and 11, you're like, it's really just me out here. And you'll see people cheering you along, but it's not quite, I almost equate it to the people who get on that high of foster parenting, and it's good for us and we're going to make it happen. And anybody who's going to do it by themselves without any family, any church support system, any work support system, you can have the best of intentions and the best parenting skills in the world, is not going to happen. And that's not to diminish anybody's love or anybody's motivation, but if you're going to get into it, you have to be realistic. In the mornings when nobody's watching, and in the mornings when, the kids don't give you the I love yous, and you don't get the pats on the back when a kid says, why did you do this to me? Why do you want me here? I don't want to be here. And as a parent, knowing how are you going to respond? You have to know you're doing it for the right reason. If you're looking for reasons to quit, you will. You'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to get out of foster care, and go with such and such agency or go with such and such agency, and you're looking for the reason, you'll find them. But if you're looking for the reasons to stay in it, and you're really committed to it, you'll find those reasons as well. When you get to the end, it's the best thing you've ever done. When you cross the finish line, the 26th mile, whether it's the adoption or whether it's the little mile markers along the way, here's the I love you dad notes, or here's the, can I come and sit with you during the, when you see you're making a difference, those are kind of those little mile markers along the way. You just have to be willing to, in between those marks, when you're really not sure that you're going the right direction, keep on going, because it's worth it for sure. I know you've helped countless other families, and I've looked at your website forever, and I've donated money, and I've donated money, I've done all this, but this is the place that put my family together. This is the place that, there's no way if it weren't for you guys that we would have connected, none. But because you guys do what you do, and you're here, and you drive to Pell City, and you drive to Montgomery, and you drive to Birmingham, and you petition people for this, and you get photographers for this, and you sit through these interviews of, oh my goodness, is anybody going to watch this video? They do. And I think that's what's so special. And I think, I thank you guys both for what you do. What's going